What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? It's Renebean. Welcome to another episode of Life of a Game Hunter / Collector, the series I started to give you guys a tidbit of what it's like to be a game hunter / collector. The shit you deal with all the damn time, and today we got a lot to do. I finally got my Game Gear screens in, so I'm going to get maybe one or two of those done today. My buddies over there at Devinzilla Presents, they got a YouTube channel, father and son. He needs a Sega Genesis power, the power button, which I actually have a donor system. I'll just desolder that and get that out to him. From some of my recent pickups, we got a bunch of Game Boys. There's an N64 we got to get tested. I know some of the Game Boys probably need refurbing. But we got a lot to do, guys, so let's get out there. Let's make some money. Woo! Alright guys, we are here in the shop. We're going to start off simple and probably, I don't know, I'll probably do the Game Gear last. Just because I can turn on some music and just get going with it. Finish up all this easy stuff first. So this is the donor Sega Genesis board. He just needs the power switch right here. In order to get that off, we got to desolder 5 points right here. Problem with that is I don't have a desoldering tool, so I just got to kind of wiggle it out as I'm soldering it down. I will get a desolder tool eventually. They look nice, they look convenient, but I've managed without it. So let's go ahead and get this soldering iron juiced up here, ready to burn my ass. The reason I have this Sega Genesis donor board is I was actually going to use the case whenever I did my TV out mod for the Game Gear. I was going to make a console for the Game Gear, basically, you know, a dedicated console. It was just one of those projects I never finished up with or got to. So anyways, let's throw this in here. That'll hold that there. All I'm going to do is really just grab it and just kind of wiggle it out back and forth slowly. These would have been perfect for a desoldering tool. Let's try to get both of these at once right here. You don't want to hold that heat there too long. Actually, let me see if this plunger, if I can actually remove just a little bit of solder with it. You gotta be quick though. Oh yeah, that did a real good job actually. There we go. One power switch coming up. So that one a little bit dirty, but should still be salvageable. I used this Genesis before I actually broke it down. So anyways, let's move on. We'll end up using this setup here later on when we do the Game Gear refurb. I just keep piggybacking parts off of, I guess. So that, Devinzilla, you're going to get that. You and your son's going to have a Sega Genesis to jam on. Alright, so in some recent pickups, we got some stuff to go through here. Let's see. That I need to resurface, which I'll do one of my days off. YouTube that we'll mess with later. We got a white Game Boy Advance. We got Pokemon needs a battery. We got the soldering iron already juiced up. And we got this that definitely needs to be cleaned out. And of course the Game Gear, which I'll just put with my Game Gear pile. Let's what are we gonna start with? Let's go ahead while we got the soldering iron all heated up. Let's throw a new battery in this. I tested this yesterday. Did not save. Simple fix. We just throw a new battery in it. Alright, there's the big guy right there. Juice down. Let's see if we can get some of that solder off of it. Just a little bit, then I can pry it off. I'm telling you, man, like more and more, I mean, it's just due time that all these batteries are going to start failing, but man, now it's almost every Game Boy game I come across now usually needs a new battery. These batteries are smaller, but they work. Still saves. Alright, so let's get this old one off. We need to pry it as I solder. Just kind of, it'll just pop up usually. There it goes, there's one side. Now with that up, I can just pull this other side off. There we go. Awesome. So let's go ahead and add some tin to these new spots here. A big old glob because we got to reach far with these little batteries. Alright. Positive up here. Usually on these Game Boy games you can see where it'll say positive and negative. Same with the batteries that you get, so make sure you get that aligned right, otherwise it will not save. I've had to do that a couple times. Sink that side. Oh, now it's going to start to rain on us. Be blessed by the beautiful sound. Ow, son of a bitch. Be blessed by the beautiful sounds of me cussing in the rain. Come on, fold over a little bit. I can just add solder and kind of connect the two, because this battery just isn't as wide and big. Alright, I'm comfortable with that. Let's go ahead and close it up, get this Game Boy Color working, and we can test this game. How bad is it dirty wise? Let's go ahead and hit it with the Bright Boy. I mean, the way I figured, if it's already open and about, let's go ahead and do it right. And this Bright Boy, man, I just love using it any chance I can get. Stuff just works too damn good. And plus, whenever I sell this, I can truly say these pens are polished versus someone with just Q-tip and alcohol going through it. I mean, I'm removing some serious funk off these things. I've got to start keeping me a trash towel in here. I hate using my good towels. Let's make one of these good towels a trash towel. Alright. A little isopropyl to clean up any residual residue. Awesome. Throw this bad boy back in here. It should be good to go, but we will test it. Now the question is, what did I do with the screw? There it is. Alright, that is in there, good to go. We'll test that. Let's see. We'll test it on this Game Boy Advances because it ain't got as bad as the corrosion, and I may have a replacement white back, which I hope I do. Make things a lot easier. Alright, let's plug this in and see how she does. Cuts on. A beautiful, terrible no backlight, which is always classic with these. Alright, let's see if we got a back cover. I hope I do. That'd be nice. Yeah, the white and black might look good. Alright, so let's see here. One thing I want to do, we're going to replace this screen. Let's see if this game's going to save, because it takes a minute to load through all that. Sounds good. While that's going, we're going to clean this console up. And I'm telling you, these graffiti wipeouts, I used these last time. They did phenomenal. I'm going to see. Well, no, that was really more for like marker and whatnot. We should probably stick to the magic eraser on this one. Alright, come on. I know you're not going to save. Let's crank it up. And then we're going to need a new screen, of course, for this thing. Which I try to keep those on hand for these situations. New screen, replacement back. We almost got a complete Game Boy had it not been the different color back for it, but I think it'll be alright. Come on, let's crank this up. I ain't gonna lie, I've never got into Pokemon games. I have nothing against them. I absolutely hate testing them, man, because you gotta go through all these menus till you can get to a save spot. Alright, so we saved, so I'm gonna turn the power off, remove the cartridge for whatever reason. Maybe it just gives me comfort knowing that it's not holding the save through whatever means it can do. Plug this back up, let's see if it's saved. And it did, so we're good to go. Continue. That is a quick 20 bucks right there. I honestly have no idea how much that game's going for now. It sucks that it's starting to rain. What I may do is do the Game Gear mod, just do the time lapse. It'll pass 30, 45 minutes for me, and maybe the rain will go away while we're filming. But let's go ahead and finish this Game Boy up since we got it going on. So I'm gonna before I put that new screen on there, we're gonna hit the outside here with the magic eraser and just clean it up a bit because it's awfully brown. And just see, look at the difference that makes right there. That's insane. The good thing about this is there's no decals on it, so I don't really risk hurting anything with this. If there was decals on there, you gotta be careful with that. Oh yeah. Just look at the night and day difference on that just by hitting it just a little bit. Like you can see the back side of it. Alright, how's the battery compartment? Doesn't look terrible. I'm not too worried about that. But look how bright that thing got on there. That thing looks good. Now it looks a lot better. It's going to look even better with this new screen. Let's go ahead. Now I should take the screen off from the back side, but I don't have a need to open this, and I don't have a suction cup, so I just use my old knife pry method. If you're careful, you usually can get it off fairly easy. I like to clean the back sides of these because for whatever reason they can get a film on them, and I just like that to be picture perfect whenever you plug this thing up. Blow everything off one more time. I need to get an edge up before I set it down. There we go. Alright, that's in there. Peel that off to a nice beautiful screen with something under it. Damn it. That's why I like to clean the back side of it. Let me peel this back off. I didn't want to press too hard on it. New screen looking a whole lot better. Let's throw the back on there and call this guy quits. Sucks, it's the only one that I got. It's the wrong color, but it's better than no cover. So white and black, that doesn't look bad. That's another bit right there. So let's move on to this guy. Game Boy Color. As you can see, it's got some good battery corrosion. Oh. Let's throw that out. I don't even want to touch it. I am going to take one of these alcohol wipes right here that I got in and just kind of get the big chunks out, big chunks of it off. Go ahead and get the whole thing a bit of a wipe down before we get crazy. Hopefully the battery just corroded and it didn't really mess the terminals up too bad. It can be either way until I get this cleaned out to see. Oh yeah, it didn't really hurt the terminals at all, which is nice. Oh yeah, I can just Q-tip the rest of that. So what, we got some residual alcohol on there. Go in here and tidy this up. Typically, if you have really bad corrosion on the terminal ends where your battery goes, if you can take them out, sometimes you got to desolder one wire and you got to pin the others. Put them in the alcohol, or not the alcohol solution, but the vinegar solution. 5-10 minutes with some salt cleans it right up. That's what I thought I was going to have to do with this, but I don't think so. Hopefully it works. We got to check the speaker. These things are notorious for the speakers going out on them. Oh, I had the sound backwards. She's working. See how responsive these buttons are. Oh yeah, we're working. Working good enough. That's what I'm talking about. Let's clean this compartment off right here. I think that's alright. I think I would take a few dollars less to sacrifice one of my screens for that one. That one's good. There we go, guys. We got that one cleaned up. You can tell the battery compartment's night and day on that thing, which is good. So I'm good with that. Let's go ahead and close this up. Alright, so we got a Game Boy Advance, we got Pokemon done. We got that 1-bit desoldered, which I need to move over there or I'll forget about it. Alright, what's next? I got about that. Let's do that N64 and then finish it up with the Game Gear. We're moving along, and here's what I like: productivity. Alright, so in this bag here, should have us an N64 that I picked up from this real shady guy. Didn't even have a jumper pack in it. I don't know if it's going to work. He tried to tell me it works without it. I was like, you're an idiot. I'm pretty sure it don't. We even got us a classic NBA Live 99 to test it with. So let's see here. Go ahead and crank the old TV on. See, I don't want to completely unravel all these cords. I'll just bundle them up and then unravel them later and make them look all nice. I'm just wanting to test this thing. Alright, there's that. I was really hoping that was an official slime green controller. I should have asked him in the pictures. It wasn't. Oh yeah, we're not plugged up. That's why I'm like, man, this thing ain't even cutting on. What have I gotten myself into? This hour, I mean, I didn't lose any money. I was able to add 2 games to my collection for free. But this is where the profit comes in. So we need to get this going. Power light does come on. No expansion, of course. What's that one? Alright, so I have a standard jumper here. I don't know if this one's any good though or not. I got some to replace it if it's not. I don't, oh wait a second, it was good. Sweet. There we go. I feel like it went on right. Here. Seems like you're working. I'm happy with it. I'll clean it up a little bit, test the ports. Thank God it wasn't a terrible investment. So like I said, this is where my profit comes in. So I'm going to get this moved out, and then we're going to finish this up with a nice Game Gear mod, or Game Gear refurb. Call it quits for the day. That way we can get some more stuff listed. This has been a nice, quick, productive day right here. Alright, so now we got a Game Gear refurb. I'm going to do a time lapse. You guys know why I do it. Plus, it's raining. I'm going to be able to turn some music on, sit back and relax, enjoy the show. Alright guys, we are done. Pretty simple replacement. I did have one issue. Whenever I changed the caps on the original soundboard, it was distorted. I thought the speaker was blown. It's rare when it happens in Game Gear's. Speaker did look rough, so I just changed out the whole front entirely because this one actually looks better than his original. It's going to be a real nice unit. And that still didn't fix the issue, changing the speaker, so I actually just changed the whole board itself inside that unit. Very simple. I got spare parts like this, I just don't have spare boards from the whole unit itself. So anyways, let's see how she works. Go ahead and give it another blow, just like the NES cart here, because I don't think I cleaned that game specifically. Plug her up. Alright. Contrast working good. Sounding great. Got a little bit of tape residue. We're gonna get that off. Give this thing a decent little cleaning. He said in the comments that he had the battery compartments already, so I'm not worried about hooking them up with some if he's already got them. But she's working good. Oh yeah. All buttons working like they should, and I damn sure had to give those buttons a good cleaning because this was a used unit. I mean, someone enjoyed this thing, which is what I like to see. So with that said, guys, I'm gonna clean this up, finish it out. If y'all enjoyed the video, always hit a thumbs up. That just helps the channel out tremendously. And as always, guys, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.